first of all, Coach, I would say Litchfield hung tough with you today, didn't they?
You know, they're a good team, and we knew that. We emphasized to the girls that their record does not indicate how good they are. They've got some good players. They're well coached. So we knew it was going to be a battle, and it was. I mean, to our credit, we got up early, and to their credit, they fought back. So we knew that it was going to be a battle.
I'll say this, as you saw Tom Oberg sitting there watching, you know, he's a hockey guy, and he always says about basketball, you need balanced scoring. That's the key. Yeah,
and we did have several girls score, I think, 3 in double figures tonight.
1, 2, 3,
no,
4.
4. Yeah, you know, Maddie got hot at the end there, so that put her into double figures as well.
You can see again, though, when you watch the Sauk Center team, yes, you made, 12 threes today, but we've talked how many times, that's not really the first option, though, is it?
It isn't. The first option is a layup, getting to the rim, and then, you know, when you get a few layups and then they start making adjustments and then shooters are open on the line. So you are correct. You know, we like the 3, we love the layups.
How is everybody playing right now? If you go through the girls individually, it seems like everyone is on top of their game right now, right?
Yeah, you know, Jill did not shoot the ball well today, which is unusual, but she has other things too. So you're right. I mean, to me, we had 4 girls clicking on offense, and then Taylor and Morgan and Tori come off the bench and do some things, and Alyssa as well. So, no, I like where we're at, but like we talked, I mean, Monday's another day of another opportunity to get a little bit better.
You know, go back to last Saturday. You played St. Croix Lutheran. They had some girls that could move out there a little tall. How did you compete against them?
You know, it was a good game at a good time for us. It was a competitive game. You know, we've gotten down by, 4 or 5 baskets early several times, and that was another game that we did that. But our girls don't panic and fought back and took a nice 4-point lead, and then we played really well the second half.
And as you look ahead here to this week, you know, BBE's got a bunch of wins this year. You've got this Cromwell team, so these are 2 good tests coming up.
For sure. You know, BBE, just want to mention that the Alexandria Aces are performing at halftime, and that's always a fun show. So I encourage folks to come out and, if nothing else, catch that. But no, BBE is a good team. They've got all kinds of athletes. It's always fun to play BBE because the girls know each other. So no, it'll be a good test.
Then what about this team from Cromwell? All I know is they're from a long way away.
You know, it was kind of interesting. A couple days ago, I got a call from their athletic director / assistant girls coach, and they had a team that canceled a game on them, and they were going to have a really big break between last regular season and playoff game, and just, you know, they did some research and found that we were in a similar situation. And I got the go-ahead from Mr. Brooks to schedule the game. You know, we're used to being in that north-south playoff game to kind of fill that gap, but there is no north-south playoff game because we only have 1 division. So it really works out good. You know what? You know how we like to shoot 3-point shots. They really like it. I mean, they've shot more and made more than we have as a team. So, you know, I expect a high-scoring affair and a really fun game.
That should be fun. You need that kind of competition. Last year you scrimmaged Browerville, so does that replace that then?
It does, yeah. We were going to go to Browerville, but that replay, you know, and certainly the girls would prefer to play a game and get the uniforms on and get some people in the stands, so it'll be a good deal.
You know, as we kind of peek into the playoffs too, certainly Osakis is going to be a factor. They had a huge win against Browerville the other day. What was that game like? I know that Coach Peschel went to that one.
Yeah, you know, Osakis has they have a knack for getting out to leads. They did it against us. They did it against Browerville. So they really have good spurts at the beginning of the game. You know, it sounds like their posts really had a good game against Browerville. Kalki had a big game, and so did Saddlemeyer. So, you know, they're a team that's dangerous. They've got good inside-outside players. So, you know, will we play them in the playoffs? You know, I think it's going to come down to Albany and Osakis playing in the semifinals, and hopefully we will then play one of them in the subsection finals.
You know, as you get to look at this Albany team, too, a team that you have faced this year, they just seem to be solid all the way through, aren't they?
They are. You know, they've got really good players. Very similar to Osakis. They've got good inside, good outside, and have certainly gotten better since we played them. So, you know, whichever team we play, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a really good basketball game.
But again, I would have to think, just watching the girls, first of all, you're healthy, right?
We are healthy, and Kelsey has had 2 really good offensive games in a row. That's really nice to see. She's shooting the ball well, and seems to for sure be 100% now, coming off of that tailbone fracture. So, and we are healthy. I just hope that the flu bug and the sickness stays out of our team. But that's something that you don't have a whole heck of a lot of control over.
So as you prepare for the playoffs now, and this is kind of the plan, are you online here to do exactly what you want to do?
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot right now. This is the time of year where, we've started working on situations. The other day we worked on a situation where, you're up 8 with 2 minutes to go. What are you going to do? And then we had another situation where we were down 5 with 1:20 to go. What are we going to do? So just start to think about those types of situations. So that when we're if we're in that situation in a game, we're prepared.
Well, that is the key for the Sauk Centre girls, though. They're a smart group, aren't they?
They really are. I mean, we throw a ton of stuff at them. I love to incorporate some set plays and new plays, and they really pick them up fast. So it's a fun group to coach.
I want to talk about defensively, too, that you could see the girls really picked up the pace here for a while. They get after people, don't they? Maybe this is a thing to bring up, too. I know the other teams and fans can complain that, Sauk Centre's grabbing, they're pushing, they're reaching, and all that kind of stuff. But at this level that you play at, that's exactly what you have to do, though, right?
Yeah, and, there are rules where when your girl gets the ball, you can put a hand on them, and then it's got to come right back off. So Mr. Peschel is really good has taught that really well. And some people will confuse that for a foul, but you can do that once, and then it's got to be hands off. So, the big thing is, are you in good position with your feet? And that's the key. If you're out of position with your feet, you're probably going to commit a foul, because then that's when you get into those reaching situations.
But when Sauk Centre ends up doing that, you're not necessarily discouraging that, in the sense that you're not saying, hey, girls, you got to back off here, right?
No, we want them up, and we're always talking about good ball pressure and get up on the girls and make them uncomfortable. That's the key to make the other team play faster than they want to play, and to make them really uncomfortable.
Well, I guess, again, to wrap up, so bottom line, Sauk Centre's ready, right?
I really think we are. And again, we've got 2 fun home games next week. Tuesday night BBE with the Alexandria Aces performing. And then Friday is an added game. It's not on the schedule. It wasn't on the original schedule. It's online now. So, we're looking forward to next week and beyond.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Nobby.
That's Scott Bergman, the Sauk Centre girls basketball coach. And